Hey YouTube, Wes here checking in with my vinyl inbox for the month of January 2019. Finally getting into January here, showing you what I found way back in January. Just a quick programming note here, this video is pre-recorded while we do the move to the new house, get things set up there, get things all cleaned up here. So pre-recorded videos so I can give you at least one new video every week to the channel, so stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get into this episode of the vinyl inbox for January. January was a pretty decent month. Did a few pickups here, nice little stack here. Haven't been picking up too much in the past few months just because of preparing for the move and everything. Just you tend to think about other things than acquiring more stuff when you're trying to pack up and move. But I did pick up a few things, so let's go ahead and get into it. First thing I'll talk about is we did manage to get out of town one weekend and take a trip up to Jacksonville, which I like to do from time to time, and made a few stops up there. Stopped at the Second and Charles up in Jacksonville, which I like to do, and picked up one LP while I was there. Also picked up some CDs, which I showed in my CD inbox pretty recently. But I did pick up this one LP by Anna von Hauswolf. This is titled Ceremony from 2013 is the year on this one. Anna von Hauswolf is an electronic musician, an organist, a singer. She does a lot of ambient sort of work, but also there's vocals there. It's really, really beautiful music, really relaxing for me. Yeah, really, really cool music. This is an album I actually saw when we were there in January of 2017. January of 2018. Yeah, January of 2018. I put this back because I found some other stuff I wanted more. But luckily when we went back this year, it was still there, still $15, and I definitely got it this time. So that is Anna von Hauswolf with Ceremony. And there she is at the organ. Nice gatefold on this one. And 2 LP set on black vinyl, pressed at GZ. And yeah, this is her music. As I said, it's kind of in the same realm as like a Max Richter or Nils Fromm, but she sings as well, which is a neat sort of added bonus kind of thing. Yeah, definitely dug this quite a bit. Really enjoyed it, and glad to have picked it up. So that was the first thing I picked up in January. These next few are from the clearance bin at Urban Outfitters, which I like to hit every time we're there, because we don't have an Urban Outfitters here in town, and the clearance bin is really cool there. You can usually find something interesting in the clearance bin anyway at the one in Jacksonville. And they're regularly running specials, so these were half off to begin with, and then there was another 30% off after that. So these ended up being like $7 or $8 a piece, which was really good. First thing I got here, I actually picked this up on CD before Christmas and was listening to it through the Christmas season and really enjoyed it. And there it was in the clearance box after Christmas in the at the Urban Outfitters, and that is the Christmas album from Chicago titled What's It Gonna Be, Santa? Really good Christmas album from Chicago. Really enjoyed that. As I said, I was listening to it on CD during Christmas time, and I had the chance to grab it on vinyl. I definitely went for it. Single LP on black vinyl. Done it. Welcome to 1979. Chicago's What's It Gonna Be, Santa? First one I picked up there at the Urban Outfitters in January. All right, next up we have a 2018 release that was already in the clearance bin, but it was something I had on my wish list, and I was glad I found it while I was there, and that is the album Palo Santo by Years and Years. Kind of a modern art pop artist here. Back cover. There's the gatefold there. This also came with an inner poster with photos and lyrics and stuff all over it. Pretty neat. And it is pressed on a beautiful red colored vinyl. Very pretty to look at. Yeah, if you're into sort of modern pop music, indie pop kind of stuff, like a Perfume Genius or something like that. You might dig this if you haven't checked it out. I do recommend checking it out. As I said, it was something that was on my wish list. I had listened to it digitally, enjoyed it, and wanted to have it for myself. Just hadn't got around to ordering it yet, and was happy to find it there at Urban Outfitters for $8. So, Years and Years, Palo Santo. Okay, and the last thing I picked up there at Urban Outfitters was kind of an interesting blind buy for me. This is an artist that is produced by Kanye West, but it's not hip hop. Again, it is sort of an indie pop vocal kind of thing. That is the artist Casey Hill with her album Like a Woman from 2017 was the year on this. This is on the Good Music label that Kanye did. And yeah, again, female pop artist. Pretty good stuff, pretty enjoyable. There's the gatefold. And it's a 2 LP set on black vinyl, pressed at GZ. Okay, and the last thing I have to share with you from my January pickups is the Vinyl Me Please Essential Album of the Month from January, and that is the reissue of Flying Lotus's Cosmogramma. Originally, when was this originally released? I'm not exactly sure. I want to say this was released in 2010, was the original release of this album. Here is the art print that they did. It's done by David McLeod. Front cover. There's the back cover. Show you the gatefold on this. This is a 2 LP set, and they did do a special pressing of it on sort of a black and white sort of vinyl. Give it a really pretty neat effect. I think they were going for more of a splattered effect, but kind of made it more of a marbly effect, but nice nonetheless. So if you're unfamiliar with Flying Lotus, it kind of mixes like electronic with jazz and like IDM, and it's kind of a mixture and a blending of all kind of different styles. It's pretty interesting. I did not like this one as much as I liked the more recent one titled You're Dead. This one was a little more sort of, I don't know, it was more instrumental for me, and I think I liked the other one was more lyrical and had more of a story to it. This is good, you know, if you want to check it out and sample it, maybe you'll like it more than I did. It's good, but I prefer the newer album titled You're Dead by Flying Lotus. But this is a cool one to have, and I was glad to get it. So those were my pickups from January 2019. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, a great night, and we'll see you again real soon. Cheers.